A searing pain rips through the lungs. Children cough, eyes streaming, as a thick, acrid cloud descends upon their homes without warning. The air itself becomes a weapon, silent and invisible, as the city of Bhopal awakens to a nightmare unfolding in the dead of night. Panic erupts in the streets as thousands stumble blindly, gasping for breath, fleeing an unseen killer. But to truly grasp the horror of that night, we must first understand the ground upon which this tragedy was built. The story begins in the late 1960s, as Union Carbide, a vast American chemical corporation, sought to expand its reach into India. Its subsidiary, Union Carbide India Limited, established a pesticide plant on the outskirts of Bhopal, a bustling city in the heart of Madhya Pradesh. Designed to produce Carbide, a popular pesticide, the facility employed advanced Western technology in a rapidly industrializing nation. For many, it represented progress, a symbol of modern development and economic opportunity. By the early 1980s, however, the Bhopal plant was reportedly facing significant financial pressures and operational decline. Safety protocols, once robust, were allegedly being neglected, with reports of cost-cutting measures impacting maintenance and staffing. Several minor leaks and incidents had occurred in the preceding years, raising alarm bells among some local journalists and workers. What no one fully grasped then was how precariously close the entire operation was to collapse. In the late hours of December 2, 1984, disaster struck. Water inadvertently entered a tank containing 40 tons of methyl isocyanate, or mic, a highly toxic chemical used in pesticide production. The ensuing exothermic reaction caused immense pressure to build within the tank, overwhelming its safety systems. Valves failed, and a towering plume of deadly gas began to escape into the cool night air, spreading quickly across the densely populated urban landscape. The effect was instantaneous and horrific. Thousands living in the nearby shanty towns, sleeping in their homes, awoke to the burning agony of their lungs and eyes. Many died in their sleep, others collapsed in the streets, their bodies convulsing as the gas ravaged their internal organs. The city's hospitals were immediately overwhelmed, utterly unprepared for the scale and severity of the catastrophe unfolding around them. As dawn broke, the full extent of the tragedy became agonizingly clear. Streets were littered with bodies, men, women, and children, alongside countless animals. The official immediate death toll, according to government records, stood at around 3,000 lives lost. But the true human cost, the silent suffering of hundreds of thousands more, would continue to mount for decades. Yet, the official narrative that emerged immediately after the disaster would soon reveal cracks, hinting at a truth far more disturbing than the initial reports dared to suggest. What many did not know was the extent of the alleged negligence and the fierce debate over the final death toll. While initial reports cited thousands, survivor groups and medical studies consistently argued that the total fatalities, including those who succumbed to long-term health complications, approached 16,000 or even higher. Internal documents, later revealed, indicated numerous safety shortcuts and a critical lack of emergency preparedness, painting a grim picture of corporate accountability. The ensuing legal battles became a global flashpoint for corporate responsibility. Union Carbide's CEO, Warren Anderson, was charged with manslaughter by the Indian authorities but successfully avoided extradition to face trial. Years of protracted lawsuits led to a 1989 settlement of $470 million, a figure that many victims and activists deemed grossly inadequate given the scale of the devastation. Justice, it seemed, was elusive. 4 decades on, the shadow of Bhopal still looms large. Thousands of survivors continue to battle chronic illnesses, from respiratory diseases and cancers to neurological disorders and birth defects, passed down through generations. The abandoned factory site itself remains contaminated, a toxic monument to the tragedy, while the fight for proper compensation and environmental remediation continues without end. Bhopal stands as a chilling testament to the devastating consequences when industrial ambition eclipses human safety. The unanswered questions of accountability, the silent suffering of generations, and the lingering poisons in the earth serve as a haunting reminder of a disaster whose true legacy may never fully be quantified.